And then there was this 4-day stretch where we had to work with Busey, and it was a fucking nightmare.
Was he just like a diva, or was he just like not like?
Yes.
So he wasn't. Wow,
Both.
I hate that.
And then he locked the wardrobe chick in his mansion. At that point he had a mansion. I don't know if he still does. In Malibu. She was stuck in there for like 8 hours, and there was no cell service out in Malibu.
How can you get locked inside the house?
So same thing that happened to Azalea Banks with Musk, where she got locked inside that house, where it was just like, it was so big, and he kind of just kept leading her around to different places and shit like that. And she was like, she came back visibly upset, and she was like, I'm not going back there again.
A mouse can navigate through a maze just because there's a piece of cheese over there. Right?
Right.
I feel like a human being, like, if you can't figure out how to get out of something, you belong there. You should be forced to stay there forever.
You're like, I live here now.
Yeah.
This is my domain.
Like, I wouldn't even, maybe she's like me, I would not try very hard.
Yeah.
Especially if the place is super nice like that.
You're like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, or you just go take a dump in his bed and then you can clean. It's in California, I would assume.
You're gonna herd the bed?
Like, you got the squatters' rights in California are insane.
Oh yeah, they're insane.
Yeah.
Like, you can do pretty much whatever you want out there.
Literally.
But I think I've told this story once. I'll tell it real quick. There was this one scene where we were at a bar. It was like an office party, and Gary's like, I don't drink, and I was like, all right, cool, man. Every one of these bottles you see behind you, and there was close to 80. Okay. They were like, all of these are fake. They're dummy bottles. They are just filled with water, or if it was a whiskey bottle, it was filled with like Coke, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, cool. And they were like, the only one that's full, and we're going to put this at the very top, was a bottle of Tanqueray. And everybody knows what that is. It's a bright green bottle, and it's like, all right, it's easily identifiable. And they were like, that is the only one, because they had to borrow it from next door, and they had to bring it back or whatever. And they were like, it's the only bottle, but it's sealed.
Yep.
It is not, the cap is locked on there. You're good to go. We do the scene, first scene of the day, and he goes, oh, yeah, welcome to the party or whatever. And he's like, let me pour you a drink. And so he turns around, grabs the Tanqueray bottle, which is on the top. You could tell that he did it on purpose because he claimed he was sober. And downs, I mean, no lie, half the fucking bottle of Tanqueray on the first take on that day. And they had to he was so fucked up, they had to shut down production the rest of the day and then close down for 3 days. And then he starts blaming production that, they forced him to get drunk and all this other shit. Like, it was a nightmare. God. So I gave Jared the heads up, and my conversation with him today was, hey, dude, will you tell the stories, like the real stories? And he goes, oh, yeah.
Ooh, so there's going to be some juicy nuggets, huh?
Some, like, 4 real ones. And I was like, holy shit. And he goes, yeah. Just let the commercial come out first, and then we'll get into it. And I was like,
wow.
All right.
Wow.
You've got like 1.7 million Instagram followers and a bunch of YouTube, all that other shit. Have you ever worked with somebody in any of these sketches or anything that you do that you were just like, this is a fucking nightmare, I want out of here?
I have, actually. I did a Tiesto music video last year.
Oh, wow.
In Vegas? Did you in Vegas?
I actually did. So I did 3 Tiesto music videos, but this one in particular was actually filmed in Los Angeles. It was for his single called The Motto, and it was with...
Oh, yeah. That's a big song.
Yeah, it's huge. And that particular one is with this other artist, Ava Max. And she was incredibly difficult to work with. Like,
Ava Max sounds like a porn name.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
No, it was funny too, because we were slated to shoot from like noon to 8. Like, it was an 8-hour day, and she doesn't even get on set till like 3 p.m. Like, she's 3 hours late. And the first scene is I'm a bellhop, and I'm pushing her around in a bell cart, and so they had to like rig it was an Alexa Ari, like the camera was a big fucking camera, and so the rig took like 45 minutes to build.
Would they put on a slider or something, or they built a rig from like?
They built it. They built it right onto the cart. So the idea is that she sits down, and it's like right. The camera's like in her face, and I'm behind just pushing the thing. She sits down immediately and looks at the screen. She's like, okay, is there a way that we can like adjust the camera so that I look better? And like, that was the first thing she said as soon as she got on set. She didn't like introduce herself to anybody. And the director was like, well, we're already 3 hours late, and this is a really difficult rig to build. Maybe we can adjust your seating. And so it takes like 15 minutes to get her even happy with how she looks. in the shot to start, and then we started 30 minutes later because her performance was not on point in terms of like she wasn't hitting her words. And then on top of that, it would take another 15, 20 minutes for each take that she did because she would get the performance, but then she wouldn't like her face. So every single shot, and she was in every frame of the music video. Mm-hmm. I mean, it went on. It was like a 13-hour shoot. We didn't leave until like 2 a.m, something like that. And it was just like, it was brutal all day. And everyone was just like, what the fuck is her? Even the director was like, I've worked with Nicki Minaj, and this person is way worse. It was just awful. Just it'd be one thing like if she was in there nailing her performances, but just like wanted to get extra footage, whatever it was. But it was the fact that she couldn't nail her performance, and then didn't like her face, and then didn't get the concept of the video, and was like arguing with the director over nothing. And this guy has billions of views on all his videos. This guy, he's the guy right now.
Yeah,
and he's great.
What's his name?
Christian Breslauer.
Okay.
Yeah, he did that one music video with what's his name?
You don't remember the production company, do you?
Yeah, Lucky Bastards.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know those guys.
Yeah, they're top tier, dude.
Yeah, them, London Alley, those are the two top ones out there. And I'm surprised with somebody who's not that famous to put up with that shit.
Oh my God, it was crazy. And even like Tiesto came to set when he came to set 3 hours late because he knew the delay, and he gets there and he's just like standing around like, this is ridiculous. What is going on? I do not like this. And he's like the chillest, nicest guy ever. And man, yeah, so I just hate diva behavior. There's no reason for it ever. No one is anybody. We're all fucking disgusting creatures. No one deserves to act like that. It really bothers me. So I hate hearing that about people.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's nuts.
Terrible.
Now the Busey shit will be hilarious.
Yeah,
so that's good content.
He's got kind of an excuse. Right.
He drank half a bottle of Tanqueray.
No, I mean, like a third of his brain is.
That too.
Bad motorcycle accident.
Yeah,
and it's apparently the part that keeps you from being a cunt all the time.
Oof.
Yeah.
What an excuse that is.
I can't tell if he's got a glass eye.
Sorry, I've got cunt brain.
Yeah, no, I'm a cunt. I got a bad accident, so fuck you. Give me my chicken fingers.
Yeah, but it's strange, man.
It's funny you said chicken fingers, because I've been thinking lately, how rude can I be to a Chick-fil-A employee before they'll be rude back to me?
Boy, that's a great.
That's an interesting concept.
Like, I think we need to start sending people in to these places undercover.
Oh shit! Did I tell you do you remember the one in Wilmington, North Carolina?
Which one?
The Chick-fil-A by across from the mall.
Yeah.
We always used to go there. Remember the black guy who was like the nicest guy in the world?
Yeah.
I took his I was like, do you have a card or something? I'd love to hire you.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a more polite human being. And I was like, it would be awesome to have you.
But he was probably only like 16 years old.
He was. Well, and I think he was at the time. Yeah. And I was like, I'd love to work with you. Like, you're just the nicest human being of all time. It should be great to have you around the office.
Yeah.
And so he said he was in this church group. With his family, and they sing and do everything else. And he goes, honestly, I love my job here at Chick-fil-A, and it's amazing. They started running these commercials with employees in it.
And it's
him.
Oh,
it's him.
Of course.
From North Carolina. I was like, holy shit.
My man.
Yeah.